Find it?
No.
It's the Marshall PC Wabash again, and I lose my head if it wasn't attached mode. Had a flashlight, put batteries in it, don't know what I did with it. Now, for the good idea that turned out to be not so good idea awarded today also goes to me. This past weekend we was camping up at the West Virginia Cowboy Match. I have an old dog house, a pop-up dog house, and we popped it up and put the little generator inside of it. I rolled up all the windows hoping to get good airflow, which I thought would have been good airflow. Got caught in a little bit of rainstorm, threw everything in the truck, and I just got done unpacking everything. It's all over the yard so it can dry out. But anyways, my little generator, which was nice and pretty yellow in last week's video, is now a dingy black. So I guess it got overheated and some of maybe the padding got singed. Anyways, I just got done draining the oil, cleaning the air filter, degreasing the body of it, the inside body of it. It's out there running, sounds good. So now it's got brand new oil and everything back in it. So I thought it was a good idea. It wasn't. So don't put your generator in one of them little, and it was built for a big dog like a lab. One of them little collapsible dog houses and roll up all the windows thinking that's enough ventilation for it. Nope. And I even left the front door open. That didn't work either. So off to Walmart I guess I'll go and buy me a little 4-foot like a TV type table so I can put it over top of it in case it rains. So that being said, had a leak in my hot water tank on the top fitting. So let's go down here and take a look. Let's get some light up in here. I got another little light. Okay, that actually don't look too bad. Let's see what I've got here. See if I can get us down at a little bit better angle. All PEX in the camper. So I got to use my PEX stuff. And I cut the hot water pipe right here. And put a brass spacer in here and re-crimped it down. This was the issue up here. This fitting was crooked. So as you can see what I did, because I guess when they installed this they kind of shoved the hot water tank in and cockeyed this fitting right here, kind of at an angle. So after I cut it, I took it off. I had to notch this out of the cabinet because there was no room to bring it back to unhook it, and it can't go forward because it's screwed into the side of the camper. So I had to notch this out, which I did a pretty good job considering the tools I had at the time. So it's kind of beveled up in here at maybe a 45, but I left out here straight. So now I can get it out. So I took it out and found out that the rubber gasket inside is all kinked all up because they put it in crooked like this, or you know, kind of at a 75-degree angle instead of a 90, so it messed up the gasket over time. So I've been out to the store, got some new gasket fitting for up here, and what I'm going to do, because this was dripping, it was like 11:30 at night, I heard the water pump kick in. I said, that ain't right, because I ain't using no water. I'm going to go down below where it comes back underneath the camper and put a cutoff valve on the incoming water from the tank. Even though I think that valve right here is a cutoff valve, but I can't decipher if it's a cutoff valve or if I turn it this way, it just bypasses the hot water tank and goes up and around and comes back out. So I ain't even gonna guess. I'm just gonna go down, splice it, put in a cutoff valve under the incoming water to this tank, and that should solve all those issues. And I'll take you under when I do that, because PEX is not hard to fix, and if you got an RV, you should know a little bit of something, I guess, because I went and had mine inspected, and it failed inspection. They said your brakes were out of adjustment and your emergency breakaway wasn't working. Well, okay, that's cool. Emergency breakaway switch only costs $20-some, and the manual adjusted brakes are done with a brake spoon, so all you gotta do is jack it up and adjust the brakes. And they said it's $500. I said no, it's not. It's $23. So I bought the emergency breakaway, came home, jacked the camper up, installed the emergency breakaway, re-spooned the brakes so they were in adjustment, turned the wheel, had Sandy come out here and turn the wheel, and then I pulled the cord on the emergency brakes and it locked right up. Got to re-inspect it the next day. No issues. So what we're going to do, tank's drained. I drained it yesterday before we came back home. That way I wasn't hauling weight that I didn't need to haul. So now we are going to go in here and we're going to take this valve off. So being not as high pressure, I got it screwed back on kind of straight, and then I caulked around this with some silicone sealer, and that solved the issue for the time being. And now we're going to put a new fitting in there, and the cabinet's tall enough that it covers up the notch, so it's all good. Generator's running, so that's kind of good. I like to hear that running. But we're just going to break that seal on that silicone, and we're going to replace this messed up valve with a new valve. Alright. We still got pressure on the line. I'll go up here and drain this at the sink right there. So we'll put a little sharp towel down here and suck up that little bit of splatter. Not a whole lot came out. So that's good. We're there. Get y'all back up in here where we can see. Alright. Alright, so I've got it loose enough I can turn it by my thumb. Let all the air out. Alright, now we're going to bring it on out and see what we got. There we go, we are out. Now let's see, where is my cutters? Think about this for a minute. Okay, I'm back. We got the pipe cut. Use these little pipe cutters for PVC here, and it cuts a nice square cut. This is the piece that we took out of it. That was my issue, and here was the washer, but when I cut the pipe piece off to get this out, the PEX pipe with my bolt cutters, I have a small pair of bolt cutters, and I cut this PEX off. I don't know where the washer went flying somewhere, but if I find it, I'll show it to you. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and put the new fitting on first. That way we can make sure it gets on there square. I believe that would probably be the best route to go. So we're going to slip over. Well, might have to do it before then. We'll see how much room we got. It looks like a half right there. I got a bag here. It's got an assortment of fittings in it, I think. But it has a plastic fitting. There's a good washer. Where's my light? It's fell over. Huh? There we go. It's got a good washer in there that ain't crooked. Got a brand new PEX fitting. Go over top of that. Now we're going to go up in here. Will I have enough room is the question to get that PEX fitter thing up in there to get it. How can I do it? Well, let me look. Okay, we got our hand started. Went on there nice and snug. And this is kind of at an angle to start with, the pipe itself. And will I be able to crimp that? Let me see. Hard angle. Things on here, and then the teeth. Okay, I think I got what I want right there. And you leave a little bit of space. So you got a collar. There we go. We are crimped on. Now we're going to hand tighten this. I'm going to go take y'all below and put in a cutoff valve to this incoming water, and maybe put one on this one too, but we're definitely going to put one on the blue line. That way we can know we can isolate this tank. Alright, see y'all in a minute. Alright, now that mess is done with, at least I'm outside. I ain't got to worry about it getting all over the place, right? Alright, we put a fitting on this side and a fitting on this side. And then I got the valve right here. This is open in a straight line and closed when it's at an angle. So, simple procedure. So we're just going to stick it right there, and this one's going to come in from right there. Then we're going to come in right there with the fitting. Make sure we got clearance, which we do. Even if I kink it right there. So we're going to give it about 1/8 inch space right there. We've got it seated all the way up to the fitting because there's stoppers right here on each side. So the jaws. Eighth inch right there. And crimp it down. That's pretty hard to do. But anyways, we're there. We got our crimp. We got clearance. I see good clearance on that side. Good spacing. Looks like a nice tight joint. So we will come on this side and do the same thing. I got a hold of it. Get it over here as close to it as possible. And still have a little bit of bite. There we go. So now, the only thing left to do is put some water in this system and try our fittings. So, alright, first test. I'm back under the camper. We put 10 gallons of water in the tank. Sandy's up in the camper getting ready to turn the water pump. Is it on or off? Huh? No, I ain't opening it yet. I'm just wondering if it turned off yet. Okay. Let me see. We have no leaks. Now I'm opening the valve. Now we have flow and the water pump has come back on. We have flow going to the water tank. So, going back inside. Yeah. Alright. This is Marshall PC. I'm at the hot water tank on the outside. This right here is the air bleed valve. So what it's doing is the water pump is filling, I believe this is 5 gallons up to here. And when we see water coming, it means the tank is full. We'll trip the air bleed valve off. That way the pump ain't working hard. So we're just waiting for a little bit of water to show. And usually don't take too long. So I want to be ready. And there we go, we got a drip. So we are full up out there. Alright. Marshall PC Wabash. We are on inside of the camper now. The cutoff valve worked. It primed the system, turned off. Then I turned on the cutoff valve to the tank. The tank is filled up. I believe this is the lower profile with the brass fitting on here, and then the plastic with the cone washer on the inside appears to be drip free at all the fittings. That makes Marshall PC a happy camper. So, our plumbing job, new fitting onto the brass fitting, using the brass fitting, rubber washer inside, new pecs here, new cutoff valve to turn the entire system off so no water will flow into the tank. No leaks. That's a good day in anybody's plumbing book, especially if you're a DIY like me. Well, this is Marshall PC Wabash, so you can do your own PEX fittings and avoid the high cost. All it takes is a PEX crimper and a PEX cutter and some plastic fittings. Alright, I'm out.